friends, it's Jamie.
Hi, Gemma.
From Play to Learn Preschool. Happy Friday. We are here this afternoon to try to answer some of your frequently asked questions.
Yes. Jamie's very organized. She's written down the
Usually I
questions.
just keep the list up in my
She's written
head.
it down because I can't read her mind completely. Sometimes I can read your mind. A lot of the time I can read her mind. But sometimes
But you can't read my lists. My mind lists.
Thankfully, I have my own list.
So we've been getting, since we've started doing Facebook Live, a lot of questions and feedback from you. We appreciate it so much. Thank you for writing to us and posting on our Facebook wall and for the emails and the messages. We really do appreciate it. I wish that I had an extra couple of hours every day just to sit on email at night and just write back to everybody. And I just don't have that kind of time. And so I love you all. We love you and we'd like to answer all of your questions. So this is our best attempt.
And we can always do another one of these if you don't have your
questions.
particular question answered.
All right.
Okay.
So we've compiled 10 of the questions that we get the most often, either on email or here on Facebook or through different venues. So we're going to go ahead and try to answer some of them. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. That's why we like coming on here. It's like hanging out with some friends. So
Yeah.
Thank you. We're going to go ahead and try to answer them. And then if you have a question that we haven't tackled, you can leave it in the comments and we'll try to get to that too.
Okay, I have the first question. And this question is going to be for Jamie. Is this your house?
Yes, it is my house.
Or a school?
Yes, it's a school. This is the question I get the most often. And people are always like, is that in your house? Yes. This is my house. This is my basement. When my husband and I bought this house in 2005, we bought it with the intention that I would open a preschool from the basement. So it's never been anything else. It was a brand new house when we got it. And we bought it when we were searching for houses. We were definitely looking for something that would be a good preschool space. So, yep, it's my house. And it's also a school. A basement school.
Yeah.
But not a scary dungeon cellar.
No, it's very bright. Okay.
Okay.
Question. Are we taking it in turns?
Sorry, we've got
She
questions.
numbered them. She numbered them.
Question number 2. Hey, does Gemma live there too?
I actually do not live in
This is not
house.
a question from our students either. I mean, they ask that.
They ask it all the
But
time.
y'all ask that too.
Yeah, I don't live here. I don't really live that close. I would say probably about a 15-minute drive away. I have my own husband and my own children. That they
You have
would,
your own basement?
Yeah.
We should have preschool there.
No. They would notice probably after a few days if I didn't go home.
Nobody
So-
make them dinner?
No, there won't be anyone to make them dinner, or the clean clothes would not appear in
gosh.
their rooms. So I do not live here. The kids think I do. They ask me where I sleep. Sometimes I feel like I'm here a lot, and that I feel like sometimes I do live here. I feel very comfortable here. We were friends before we did this.
We
so-
actually used to be neighbors, not here.
yeah, in a different neighborhood.
So we
were
lived
neighbors.
we lived near each other.
Then we both moved.
And we both moved. I opened the preschool and Gemma quit her job to work here. So.
Yes, and then I drive backwards and forwards in my car to come here.
You don't sleep here?
Nope,
No?
no. I don't think I've ever slept here, actually.
Why would you live 10
My
minutes
kids
away?
have slept here before
Yeah,
for a
but-
sleepover, but that's it.
Oh my gosh.
But no,
Maybe that's too much information.
we're friends before, so there you go. Our kids are friends too.
We're in Virginia, Northern Virginia, kind of right outside of Washington, D.C. in the United States. Okay.
Next question.
Next question.
Mine's my turn, okay? Why do they take off their shoes?
I get this all the time. Why do our students take off their shoes? Because it's in my house. And I think this might be a regional thing.
I don't know. That'd be a good question to ask everybody
Yeah,
else.
do y'all take off your shoes in the house? Here in Northern Virginia, nobody would ever walk in my house and keep their shoes on. And I would never go to your house, the one that's 15 minutes away, and walk in with my shoes on. Is that a regional thing, do you think?
I don't know.
Nobody would ever go in a house with their shoes on, I don't think.
I mean, you walk in the front door, you take
off your shoes.
It's just,
That's just a thing. I don't know. So I think since they started coming, the very beginning, and it was in my house, and we have white carpet. Look at that white
And
carpet.
we also want to make it a really comfortable, homey environment for them. So taking off your shoes makes you feel more comfortable.
Yes. Everybody takes off their shoes. Yeah. So because I think it's because in my house.
Because of germs and things. You don't want to track all that dirt
stuff
inside.
in yeah. I don't know. They take them off and put them on their lockers with their backpacks and their jackets in the morning when they arrive. I don't know why. I don't know. My grandma in Memphis, we take off our shoes when we go to visit. She's like, I do not know why you guys do that. Why did she go? Why y'all do that? Why y'all taking off your shoes? I was like, I don't know. That's what we do. Okay.
Yep. It's your 10.
So the next question is, why do you only work until noon? Why is it just a half day?
Okay. So if you had a choice of working part-time or full-time, most people choose part-time.
Come on, people.
When we first started doing this, we had our own preschoolers. So my eldest was 3, and so was Jamie's oldest. So that's why we originally started the preschool, because we wanted a really good environment for our own children. We didn't need full-day daycare. We weren't looking for that as an option. We still wanted to be able to spend time with our own children and be able to teach, which is why we have this happy medium of working part-time. Can I say
Sorry. There's little clips. Sorry.
Yeah. So that's why we work part-time, is so that we could get a good family balance, work-family balance.
Yeah. It never occurred to us to do daycare. That was never our intention. When I quit my teaching job, I was a second grade teacher in the public schools, and it never crossed my mind to do full daycare. We only ever wanted a preschool program for our own kids. And now that we're doing it half day, would you like to switch to a 7 to 6 schedule?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Absolutely. I live too far away to be here by 7.
I don't know. It just works for us. So that's the answer to that.
Okay. Next question is switching. Do you take them outside, and can we see it?
So yes, we definitely do go outside every day. Depends how long. If they're all in their full winter coats and stuff, it takes longer, so we don't get to be out as much. But for about 20 to 30 minutes every day, we have 2 outdoor spaces. Right outside of my backyard here, there's a fenced-in space with a play set, like swings and slides, and we've got a sandbox and a big stone patio with
trucks and chalk.
Chalk and balls, and some cool math things that are out there, some measurements, and so yes, we definitely do play outside. We also have a play space in the front of our house with half of my garage is full of bikes and scooters and tricycles and
hula
hoops and jump ropes and all that stuff. So we have a cul-de-sac. So sometimes we put the cones out in the front of the house and do gross motor up there, 20 to 30 minutes every day. People have asked a lot if we can do a tour out there, and it's on the list to show you guys the outside space. I want to be really conscious of my family's privacy, about showing you, what my house and everything looks like, and also my neighbors. And so we're trying to figure that out. Yes, I would definitely be happy to show you the outside space.
Just trying to figure out how the best way.
Just try to figure out the best way. Are there a lot of preschools in the area? Yes. There are a ton of preschools in the area. Church preschools, daycare preschools, centers, some other home-based schools. Our neighbors, understanding, my neighbors are the best neighbors ever. Yes, most of them. Well, now a lot of them, their kids are older, but when we started,
they came.
Like most of our neighbors came to the preschool.
I don't know if they remember.
Not you. Most of my neighbors. Sorry. That's why it's so confusing, because I just always talk about you like you're here. Yeah, my neighbors are the best. Plus, we don't start until after they've all gone to work, pretty much, and then my students are all gone. I hold your hand.
We're really close. This Facebook setting makes us really close.
Sorry. And then the preschoolers are all gone at noon or 1 o'clock, and so they're not, I don't think, really inconvenienced.
It's not really.
And I've got the best neighbors ever, seriously. Okay, next. How do we work drop off in the morning and pick up?
Okay, so Jamie mentioned we have a cul-de-sac. So the way it works is Jamie and I go outside at a certain time, and the cars pull up. One of us goes up to the car, opens the door, gets the child out, and walks back over to our sidewalk. And we do that one at a time, take them out and have them all gather in a group, and then we head down to school together. And it's the same when we do pick up at the end of the...
But it's the opposite. We're not taking anybody out of the car. We put them in the car, buckle
We don't
them
take them out at the end.
I know people are asking that because they want to know, do the parents come in?
We don't have the parents come in because we love all the parents a lot, but we really don't have time at the end of the day to be able to conference with everybody, and that's why we have very detailed notes for them so that they can have a look when they get home and see what's happened during the day. So we'll obviously tell the parents if there's been an issue when we put them in the car, but we don't really conference at the end of the day, and that can tend to happen if they come in.
It's the
or
same
they chat
in the
to each
morning
other,
too,
which
yeah.
is great. They can chat to each other, but it's not really the right place to do it.
And it's the same, like if they would bring their kids in, and they're welcome to park and walk and bring their kids in. A lot of them like the convenience of just being able to pull up, drop off in like a kiss and ride type line.
Especially when it's pouring with rain.
Yeah, so I think they like the convenience of that. They're always welcome to park and come in, and they're always, of course, invited to be in the classroom. But as a general schedule, to have everybody park and everybody bring their kids in, and then they chat, and then instead of school starting at 8:45, it really wouldn't start until 9.
And then we may also have then less understanding neighbors. If we have everyone
That's true.
parking all the time, it's a very quick process. They pull up, we put the child in the car, have a great weekend, goodbye, and that's how
true.
it goes.
I hadn't thought of that, but we really do try to minimize any lingering and any kind of inconvenience to my neighbors. So, okay. I think you're next. I did what's the drop off like?
Yes.
And then you did this one.
I'm gonna do this one. I'm really tired.
It's Friday. We've already done that one.
Here we go. I'm ready.
All right. Here's my favorite question.
Okay, this is why I'm not answering it. Because
we had to divide
the
them up.
best.
She's like, I'm not answering that.
Do you teach lowercase letters first or after capitals?
Okay. So here's the thing. I can tell you how I do it, but then I can also tell you you have to do what's best for your own kids. And I've done a number of videos on capital and lowercase letters. And here's the thing. We get to know our kids really well through a PALS assessment. I can leave a link. It's this Virginia phonological awareness literacy screening that we do at the beginning of the year so that we know what they know and what they don't know. And we really try to just keep that bar right at the zone of proximal development, right? So I've talked about this before, but so if the kids come in and they know all their uppercase letters, then yes, of course, we're going to be teaching them the lowercase letters. I think people are asking this question sort of when we were talking about the sound box. And with the sound box, it's just uppercase. And then when the kids are practicing writing, if we know, because we know our kids really well, that they already know that letter, then one of us will show them individually, well, you already know this capital, you're doing great with it. Let's try the lowercase. In the spring or the January when they come back from winter break is when we start to transition our pre-K students over from writing their names, if they're still writing them in all capitals, to using sentence case so that they're ready for kindergarten. But it's a really individual question. So yes, of course, we introduce the lowercase letters. We do capitals first in the sound box. And I'm just gonna say one thing that I said in the video before. I'm not gonna do the whole video again, but we as teachers sometimes have this thought that if we do not explicitly teach something to the children, they're not gonna learn it. And that's not true. And so in our classroom, we're writing with lowercase letters all over the place. I always model their names with lowercase. Whenever we write on chart paper or the pocket chart, I use traditional sentence case, uppercase, and then lowers for the rest. We have signs everywhere. They are surrounded by literacy. And so for us to think, I didn't explicitly teach the lowercase b, I don't know if I can send them to kindergarten, it's just false. They're going to get it. We talk a little bit about the letters that look the same, uppers and lowers are the same, versus the letters that look different. But it's a very natural process. So I can't say like we do explicit.
Jamie has a really great video all about this.
Thank you. You were new to that one.
I know, I watched it though.
Thanks.
I was at home in my house.
Not us.
So I'm sure Jamie could link that in the...
I'll link it, but...
Because it's very informative and it really would answer a lot of questions about why we do it in a certain way.
Yes, they do learn their lowercase letters, primarily through just naturally, being surrounded by literacy and for us talking about it. And for the kids who are ready, we go ahead and introduce that in writing too. So I hope that answers your question about the lowercase. All right.
It's my turn.
Does your school get messy? When do you clean? That's my favorite.
Okay.
Does it get messy?
It gets messy every minute of the day.
Did you see my picture of the
Not
sensory
just
bin?
Jamie's mess, that she puts stuff out where she doesn't put things away. But the kids, of course they make a mess. They're 3, 4, and 5. If they didn't make a mess, then maybe something would be more of an issue than them making the mess. We want them to make a mess.
Yeah.
We also expect them to help clean up. which they do clean up pretty well at the beginning of the year. It's not as easy as towards the end of the year when they know where everything goes. We sanitize the tables, and this table, the other tables,
before and after snack every day.
They're wiped down constantly during the day. Wipe the sink down, the toilet down as we go in throughout the day. As for cleaning on a regular basis, we have a cleaning lady. She doesn't live here either.
I wish I did. Oh man, I wonder if she'd move in. Hey, listen, we're not perfect. I have a cleaning lady. I cannot do it all. We cannot do it all. Mm-hmm. She comes on Thursdays. I love her. Hi, Jackie.
But we make sure everything is tidied up.
I don't think she watches our Facebook.
I don't think she really does either.
Cleaning.
But the kids take responsibility for the mess that they make, and they clean up, and they're more than happy to wipe the table down. If you say your job today is to wipe the tables, they absolutely would. They love doing jobs.
Yeah, they love to vacuum.
Yeah.
But we do table clean, bathroom clean every day, and then like a deep clean, like scrubbing the wood, and we vacuum every day, and scrubbing the wood and doing the vacuuming and everything. I have a cleaning lady who comes in.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
But everything else we keep clean throughout the week. It's not terribly messy when she comes.
But we definitely do take time each day to kind of clean up and then do
especially if we coming into cold season things, we're sanitizing toys a lot more than normal.
Oh, that's true. And if we see them mouthing stuff, we just put it through the dishwasher.
Okay. I think it's...
We have 2 more questions, and then if you all have other questions for us, leave them in the comments. We'll try to answer them, and hopefully that'll count. Yeah. Then I can count my inboxes cleaned up.
Okay. Do you have the kids make Christmas gifts for the parents?
Yes, we do. We do usually do some kind of an ornament or a craft that they can wrap up and take home to their parents. But here's the thing. That is not my strong suit. It's not really your strong suit either. We're just not that crafty. That's true. So I just go on Pinterest like the rest of you and find something cute.
So
I don't have any good advice.
I think with this, you have to do what's right for your children and your families in your centers. But the families really love to get them. And looking back now,
I still have all mine too.
I have all the ones that my kids have made for me over the years. And when we hang them on the Christmas tree, now they're older, they're like, oh, look, I made this. This is so cute. And they now they are aware of it. And I think that's important to look back. Oh, I made this in preschool. Yeah, that's pretty fun.
But this isn't probably not the best site, my website, to go for looking for cute Christmas crafts.
No. We try,
but
they don't always work out the way...
We just rather find something on Pinterest that somebody else has made that's really cute.
And then they normally don't turn out like that because...
Most of the time, well, sometimes they do.
Don't you remember that some of those glitter... we've had a few issues. We still send it home because the kids still made it, so...
That's just not, not my forte. But anyway, okay, this is the last question, so if you have any others, go ahead and leave it in the comments, and then we're going to log off.
Okay.
Oh, yes, we do like a beads on a, she's saying you could do like beads. We do that on the pipe cleaners.
Yeah.
But I get all of my ideas from Pinterest. I'm not putting anything out on Pinterest. I'm a consumer, not a producer when it comes to Christmas crafts on Pinterest.
Yeah, we're not very original when it comes to that.
Not so much. All right, last question. And this is the question we get. I kid you not.
Almost every day.
Every single day or in every single video.
Mm-hmm. You ready?
This is the number one question. Where'd you get your wooden trays? Hobby Lobby, people.
From Hobby Lobby.
They've got
I don't know what the equivalent in England is. There must be craft stores in England or in Australia.
So they're not at all the craft stores that you can't get them at like Michael's or Joann's or anything.
Really?
No, it's just Hobby Lobby.
Just Hobby Lobby, but I don't know if there's something similar to this in all the other countries.
I don't know. They've got like a wood crafting aisle with all different wood.
It's really nice.
It's really
got really soft edges, and it's very functional. But Hobby Lobby.
Hobby. That's the question we get the most
every day.
It's Hobby Lobby. We're thinking about writing on the tray Hobby Lobby, so every time we show it to you.
This is from Hobby Lobby.
This is our tray from Hobby Lobby. All right, 3 questions, and then we're going to probably log off for the weekend. Do we tell the Christmas story? We don't. We're not a religious-based preschool. I'm religious, but we don't do any kind of like nativity story with our kiddos. What are your hours? 8:30 to noon. What time do you open? 8:30, and we close at noon, except for our
8:45.
Oh, 8:45.
8:45.
I don't know.
A long time ago, we did used to have
8:30.
8:30, yeah.
And then our kids got older, and then here in Virginia, the middle school and the high schoolers start later, and so that they're still here.
And I wanted to make sure my kids actually get on the school bus before I leave in case they decide not to get on the school bus. And then
8:45.
I'm 15 minutes away and the kids are at home
I thought you
watching
lived upstairs.
TV. So
Oh, goodness. And so we close at noon. That's true, right?
that's true.
Okay.
We have an enrichment lunch bunch, which goes until 1 for our older children.
Yeah, so the 3 days our preschoolers are allowed, it's an option, our pre-K kids are it's optional for them to stay and have lunch with us until 1 o'clock. So that's why we have a later Facebook video Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we're here right after 12 on Thursdays and Fridays. I know you do a yearbook.
Okay, I do.
I used to do it.
Yeah.
And it stressed me out.
It stressed her out so much that I started to do the yearbook. I've been doing it maybe
This is the
4
question.
years,
You can't read the
5 years.
question.
Do
you work on it throughout the year?
No,
we need
I don't.
to work on
I
it throughout the year.
When I finish it every year, I say, oh, I'm going to start next year.
Next year, we're going to start at the beginning.
And I'm going to do it every month. And I'm going to put a little bit more, a little bit more, a little more.
How's that going for you, Jem?
It hasn't happened yet. So I get to March, and then I think, I've got to do the yearbook. And then I start thinking about doing the yearbook. And then it's April that I actually physically start doing it, and then I'm cursing myself that I haven't started it in September.
By starting means we start talking about doing it, and then in May we're like,
I know, I'm a terrible procrastinator.
That's not our strong suit either.
But I always manage to pull it together somehow.
It's beautiful.
The pictures, Jamie organizes the pictures, so it does make my life easier when she puts them on our photo sharing site, but they're all done by month. So
we use Shutterfly for all of that, yeah.
Right, so
Makes it
I'll
easier.
go through, and they're done by class. So we have our older class in one file and our younger class in another file, and they're done by month. So it's easier for me to put, but I do fuss about the formatting of it. I like to make sure it looks good.
So the answer, Wanda, is we do not, but we should. And every year we think we will.
think we're going to.
And then we don't.
No.
So
maybe you'll be my inspiration that I will think about
remember
doing it
Wanda
next
said
year.
we should do it all year round.
Yeah.
All right. So I think that we have answered all of your questions and all 10 of the most common questions via email. So thank you all for writing. Keep writing to me. I'll do my best to write back. And we share pictures. Yes. So we have a private Shutterfly site with it's password protected that we load. I mean, there's literally 100,000 pictures on there.
So the parents can see the pictures throughout the year, but the yearbook kind of just puts it all, compiles it all in a nice way.
Yeah.
Nice way.
And then they get the yearbook at the end. All right.
That's it.
You guys are the best. We love coming here and meeting you virtually. So,
I feel more comfortable now that
Jem has settled
nice
into
people.
the Facebook Live. Thanks for being so nice, so she's not scared to come on anymore.
That first one, I was like, I don't think I should do this. This is a terrible idea.
Was that first one the one that I made you sing?
No, I would never have done
one.
that. That was the second one, I think.
Oh, have fun playing and learning with your kiddos, everybody. Thanks for watching Facebook, and have a super weekend.
Bye.